Ontario's science advisory table had grim words about the third wave of the pandemic.
As the new variants spread, you will see that COVID is killing faster and younger. It's spreading far more quickly than it was before, and we cannot vaccinate quickly enough to break this third wave.
Dr. Adelstein Brown says hospital ICUs never recovered from the last wave, and the situation is getting worse, with younger people getting sick.
We're seeing situations where whole families end up in intensive care, all at the same time.
We're now seeing a nearly 14% increase in hospitalizations, with COVID-19 patients in ICU increasing dramatically. In fact, we've never had more Ontarians in intensive care than we do today.
That's why the province is moving all regions into stricter measures. As of this Saturday, outdoor gatherings are limited to 5 people. Essential retailers are allowed 50% capacity. Other stores can have 25% capacity. Personal services will stop, as will fitness services. And restaurants are back to takeout only. As for religious celebrations, including this Easter weekend, the province limits attendance to 15% capacity inside, and outside, events are limited to the number of people who can stay 2 meters apart.
We need to close the gap between where we are today and where we will be with the millions of vaccines we're expecting by June.
The science table says the new variants account for most of the new cases of COVID. That caused twice the rate of hospitalizations and 1.5 times the deaths compared to the first version of COVID. Variants keep people asymptomatic for longer, meaning they are 2.5 times more likely to spread the virus before any symptoms show.
Which really reinforces the importance of the public health measures like masking and physical distancing, so that you don't infect someone when you're unaware that you yourself are infected.
The province says schools will be the last places to close, and if that's necessary, they'll be the first places to reopen. For now, classes remain in person, and spring break is still the week after next, even though schools are at the top of the list for outbreaks in the province.
If infection takes off in the community, the schools amplify this. This is a very, very, very hard trade-off. We know that if schools stay open, we will see more infection, but we also know that the impact on children of these interruptions in schooling is really hard and damaging.
The COVID advisors say this lockdown will stop people from traveling from highly affected regions to areas with fewer restrictions in order to obtain services they can't at home. And they say the lockdown in places like Toronto and Peel has kept the pandemic from becoming even worse. Lisa Hefner, CHCH News.